My friend recommended me to.
Where are you from, and what's your question?
I'm 21, by the way. My girlfriend of 2 years, she actually cheated on me with my father, and it's kind of like a touchy subject, huh? Yeah,
No, I
it's
said
kind of
I'm
like,
sorry about that.
yeah. I mean, it is what it is, but it's kind of like a touchy subject. But I just figured out like a week and a half ago now, and she's pregnant, and it's kind of put me in a situation where I don't know how to, you know, maneuver or go about it because I'm only 21. My dad is in his 40s, and she's pregnant. Nobody knows who the father is, so it's kind of like a stressful situation. I don't know where to go. I don't know how to move about it. Just what steps to take forward to just handle the situation properly, I guess you could say.
Here we are. This brother, 21. He went Bonquisha. Oh, I know what this woman looked like. And we know what his daddy looked like. His daddy, what, about 43, 44? Your daddy's sleeping with your lady. And now she's pregnant. And this is why we say women can't be polyamorous and have two men. Because you ain't going to know who the daddy is. Shout out to Kobe. He came up that time. He said when two men are involved, you don't know who the father is now. It gets mucky. But if this was two women, one man, and they both was pregnant, we know who the daddy is.
Makes sense. But now we're up here scratching our head, coming up with funny, sick jokes. What's going on? Here, let's stop. Let's stop. For one, this is the kind of brother that receives a black pill via his own pappy. That's wicked. There's wicked work. But this nigga came, let me get it out. He thought his best option in all this world was to come and air his grievances with Ashley Dalton on Beyonce's internet. You the type of ninja that takes black pills, if this was your train of thought. And it was. This is you in the right place. Share more. Let us know how bad it hurts, you goofy ninja, you.
I ain't got no time to play. I'm just gonna make that goddamn money and keep it moving. You hear me? Just stack, just stack, just stack, just stack and stack and stack. You hear me?
Shout out to Low Key coming through sponsoring the show with the 50 ball. He says, we're not doing this. She wasn't yours. Game is game.
That's true. That's what I'm saying. He in the right place. You the ninja to catch that black pill. Wish I could see his pop. His daddy ain't worth a dang either. Ain't no love there. You don't do your son like that. Like, how did this occur? His daddy ain't ish, man. What was his daddy? His daddy was his daddy is evil. His daddy said, hey, my son doing you right? Is my son doing the thing I told him? Showed him how to do? Is he not doing it? Let me show you what I told him. What to do to you?
And now she pregnant, and this is here forever. So regardless, it don't matter who the father is, the child got to eat this. So it don't matter who the daddy is. Now he got to grow up and know my mom was sleeping with either my dad and my granddad, or she was sleeping with my dad and my brother. You get mucky.
See what I'm saying? It's hard. It hurts the brain trying to figure that out. Daddy showed his son's girlfriend what the huckabuck was. That's extremely unfortunate.
So, man, Bobby P says, time for Maury show. Says, no, I wanted to bring this nug back. Sorry, Low Key.
All right, let's let this goofy sorry ninja cook, man. He pathetic, by the way.
Here we go.
Maneuver or go about it because I'm only 21. My dad is in his 40s, and she's pregnant. Nobody knows who the father is, so it's kind of like a stressful situation. I don't know where to go. I don't know how to move about it. Just what steps to take forward to just handle the situation properly, I guess you could say.
You're 21. You have your whole life ahead of you, and you seem like a handsome young man. I don't think you'll have any issues finding someone new. To get over the hurt and pain, I think that takes time and therapy.
It's not even per se that. It's more per se like, how do I move on and trust my father? Because, he's still my father. He did a lot of things for me. It's like, do I mend that relationship with him, or do I kind of like just, you know, I just don't know really what to do in that situation. Like, say, for example, like a couple years down the road, I have a kid. Do I let my father be a part of that kid's life? You know, I just don't really know how to move per se with that.
I think you can forgive someone in your timing, of course, and then create boundaries. And it doesn't have to be now or a month from now. But I say with time and with healing, I think it will get better. And I don't think you'll be in a place where you completely trust him again.
Well, I don't know. That's a wild one, Mr. Walker. We ain't even touch base on, you know, where do him and his father, where do they go from here?
Dad ain't worth a dang. You don't sleep with your son. Come on, man. Men too territorial for this kind of stuff. Respect that. You don't do this to another man. It's over. This your son, man. Your son, like, that's nasty as heck. I could not ever imagine dishing out that kind of hurt. He said it's it's touchy, man. Like, come on, man. That's too much hurt. Your pa hunting on your woman. You done got black pill. Your father done betrayed you. You don't know who the daddy is. You got pending, never-ending embarrassment from this, regardless of what happens. And then you're gonna come up on Ashley Dalton and air it out. Nothing to men. Like the sister said in the chat, yeah, go ahead and knock up her mama. There you go. Get wild with it. Turn up.
So here we go. We just posed a question in the chat. Would you trust your dad again after something like this? Like, is there any way y'all can mend the relationship? Like somebody else said, the game was the game. If she was a 304, you know, maybe his dad need to be like, look, maybe his dad all along was telling his son, don't trust her, son. But no, dump her. It's better women. You can do better. Maybe she like 30 years old with a kid. Who knows? And his dad, like, I'm telling you, she for the streets. He's like, you don't want to listen. I'm going to show you.
Now that's one. Now that makes it different. Like I said, he's a goofy. So it's a strong chance that is the case because he's a proven goofy being up here on Ashley Dalton. Then that makes it a little bit better. But then he shouldn't be mad then. You see what I'm saying, Mr. X? He ain't got no reason to be mad if his dad didn't already warned him. Pop like, look, brother. Look, son. She a 304. I ain't had nothing while she keep coming on to me. I'm going to hunt your girlfriend because she down for the cause. She ain't yours. She everybody's. He's like, no, I love her. You don't understand. He's like, all right, keep playing with it then.
Yeah, and I would love to get her tell of the tape. How old is she? Do she have kids already? And then that would sort of, because if she like 30, if she older than him with kids, he been manipulated by everybody, this young man.
There you go. He already in a bad way. That's established. He needs help and assistance.
So here we go. I'm going to end this poll here. I see we at, would you trust your dad again after this? 90% of y'all said no. Man.
No, it's wicked. Like, even with the context of her being a 304, with that context, it really makes it different. Because, man, he warned you. He told you what it was with pure intentions. All right. It is what it is. He need to listen more.
There we go.
But when you do get to that place, I say create the boundaries. Maybe that relationship will look different. And maybe when you get in a relationship again, maybe Papa can't be around in the same way he was before, you know?
Yeah. Okay.
For sure.
And I just wanted to say, because I see that they say I'm lying, but like, I'm not lying. I'm off my friend's TikTok. You know, I just came to her house because I don't really have anywhere to stay per se. Like I'm trying to avoid him. Not to say I can't stay there, but I'm trying to avoid him and clear my mind. So I just kind of put myself out of that situation. But yeah.
And I would say too, if I could also give any advice, is like, I think the best revenge for anyone, but specifically men, is to really level up across the board. You already seem like you're in shape, you're handsome, you know, get into the bag even more and becoming like a top tier type of guy. You know what I mean? Where the world is your oyster kind of thing. You could have 10s every day if you want. You know what I mean? Not saying becoming a womanizer, but, you know, really level up is what I'm saying. And heal. Go to therapy for sure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I definitely probably gonna have to take that route for sure.
Yeah. Sorry about that, hon.
No, thank you. I appreciate the advice. I'm definitely gonna take some time and, you know, try to apply that. So for sure.
Wow. I'm sorry to hear that.
I see one of y'all was saying, what if it's neither one of their kid? And that's possible.
I want to say hunting on the son and the daddy makes it probable. There you go. Shoot, we didn't see that on those divorce courts and those goofy court TVs where they're like, look, it ain't your baby or your baby. And the woman like, I don't know who this baby is. That's crazy. In today's world, a woman can have a child and stand before a judge, bailiff, peers, and say, I don't know who the pappy is of this here baby. I got 10 fingers and I'm running out. I don't know. I was outside.
Heartbreak at 21 or 18 for a man will forever change them. When a man gets heartbroken at 21 and 18, and I'm not saying it makes it right, but I think that's when they change and they get out here and they shut off their emotions a bit. They don't show up in a relationship in the same way because of betrayal, you know? So if I could give any advice to him again, it would be definitely go to therapy, definitely heal, definitely create boundaries between you and your dad, and you can forgive him in your timing. But the best revenge I could give you is level up, King. Because you're handsome, honey, okay? Make sure you have a super 6-pack, okay? Make sure you continue to go to the gym and get to the bag, okay? Because a man with money, a man who's in shape, a man who's smart and who can make good decisions, you can have anyone. Anyone, okay? You can have all the 10s, any race, any creed, any background, okay?
I got beans and bologna, yeah.
Shout out to Luna. She said something like this one time. Ashley said, go and get a super 6-pack, go make $250,000 a year, and then you can get these women, Mr. Walker.
I love it. I love it. Go out there and accomplish extremes. 6-packs and $250,000. You get that, then you can have something. I love it. We cannot ignore what she's saying. We can't just write it off as crazy. These are their desires. Come with a $250,000, good looking, super 6-pack, because all of this equates to one thing: a good meat clashing experience. 6-pack, low torque meat clashing, good bread, good experience, good surroundings, Ritz-Carlton, nice house.
I'll say between the lines, shout out to Heather Queen. She said the other week, all these women are for the streets. Ashley just told this man, the only way to stop your daddy from sleeping with your girl is to go to the gym, get a 6-pack, and make $1 million. Unless your daddy gonna knock up your girlfriend.
Yep. You gotta fight. You gotta come up with a 304's defense. You must overwhelm her with your resources and gravitas. That's the only way you're going to tame a 304. If you choose to take on the daunting task of trying to tame a 304 or turning a 304 into a housewife, which we are against very much so.
And educated, exactly. Okay, and God-fearing, honey. Next thing you know, Pops is going to be asking like, well, what did you do? How can you help? Okay, that's heartbreaking. His father doesn't respect him. Yeah. He probably doesn't respect him because he's young. But in time, with time. Yes. But I want him to heal. I can't express this enough. So he doesn't walk into a new relationship feeling like he has to be guarded and he can't trust women. I don't want him to walk out. Months go by. He thinks he's over it. He's in a new relationship. Now he has trust issues. You can't trust these HOEs. We don't want that type of energy. You know what I mean? He didn't want to give his Instagram. He said he's not ready for that. Okay. He said he's not ready. And this is the thing. I don't know why parents go against their children. Because one day, who's going to look after you? Like, why would you ever go against your child? One day, who's going to show up to the nursing home for you? Who's going to be there to wipe your butt and change your poo-poo and make sure you're taken care of, and make sure you're washed properly? Your children.
And not in this case, because 90% of y'all in the poll said it's over for Paul. So you done burnt that bridge. And once you get older, you're going to need your children and whatnot. So,
amen. Now that part actually said made some sense. I live by that. So every now and again, I go to my kids. I say, "Hey, y'all got any questions, concerns, or comments? Huh? Am I doing all right? Because I'm gonna need y'all help when I get older. Dope. Put me in a nursing home. I'll burn it down."
And that's where his dad gonna find himself. He gonna be one of them dads asking this young man for help in 10, 20 years. And you know, people will say, you wrong for leaving doing your dad like that, you know.
Like my dad knocked up the love of my life. And then they ain't gonna have nothing to say to him. They're gonna be like, oh, okay. We didn't know that, baby. We sorry.
And that's a real question now. So if this woman is for the streets, is that worth severing a relationship with your father? I think as this young man gets older, maybe he'll come to the realization like, man, she was for the streets. Maybe he gonna have a son one day and be, look, you know, and he'll figure it out. But maybe he'll use his common sense one day, look at her for who she is, and then probably fix it with his dad.
And that's where I'm actually leaning with this particular scenario. Since the son does come across as a soft simp, you know, he does have some maturing and growing up to do. Most likely, he is more wrong than the father. Even though the father slept with his girlfriend, I'm going to rest my flag that the father warned him. And that's all you can do is warn him. Like, she a 304, son. I'm out here lonely. She keep looking at me. She always want to go to the mall. And it could get weird. 304s move real wild. Like I said, and then the father in a position to abuse his authority. It's too easy. Somebody in the chat said it's the old son as bait trick. Old Silver Fox dad say, hey, young, I got a son for you. And he the whole time he acted like he playing a wingman, but he just smoothing her over. He gonna introduce her to the son, everything. Son could class cheeks if he want to. Because the old daddy, he's like, I'm trying to get it one time. I get it. I ain't worried about it. That is sick and insidious, and I don't agree with it.
As far as we go, we're going to take him and his dad, put him in the sub.
Yeah. Y'all pathetic, man. Hunting on your son's girl, and then your son come crying about it? Egregious.
The passengers of the doomed Titanic sub spent their last moments in total darkness looking for bioluminescent creatures out of the small window and listening to their favorite music. The new details of the 5 passengers' final moments have been revealed by the wife and mum of the father-son duo.
Wade in the water, diamond, wade in the water. Something's gonna trouble the water. You better wade in the water. Yeah,
yeah, that's wicked, man. Yeah, it's that brother. You just gotta forget she exists. That's crazy. Hunching on your daddy. I forgot I was watching some podcasts and sisters was talking about, you know, why the women get so hurt when they fall in love with a man, and you know they find out that man that found another woman, and she kept it a buck. She kept it a buck. You know, the way it seems men only keep it a buck, talking about the tightness in their chest. You understand? That's crazy. Can you imagine that tightness? That's what I'm saying. Every time that brother look at his daddy, he got to think about his daddy doing ungodly things to the woman that he's so in love with. That tightness. You like, that's supposed to be my love. And she told me that she told me that was mine. And then she gave it to you the same way she gave it to me. What am I supposed to do? They call that the Rocket Man Blues.
I was gonna say, as we say over here,
don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Don't save her.
There you go. And that's how you don't get the Rocket Man. This is the Rocket Man Blues. You're sitting there rocking and you're rubbing your knees. You don't know what to do. You're just sad and pathetic.
So here we go. Hit the like button if you're just coming in.